Survivors need alternative options to access justice and healing. Most sexual assault victims never report the crime to law enforcement, and those who do face significant barriers when engaging with the criminal justice system. Survivors of color, LGBTQ+, those with limited English, and those with disabilities often face more challenges and concern on whether they can trust the criminal justice system. This leaves the majority of cases uninvestigated and offenders unaccountable.
Now, there's a new resource designed to support survivors as they navigate their next steps after a sexual assault.
Seek Then Speak is a free online program developed by End Violence Against Women International to help survivors access information when they need it and start reporting when they are ready. Accessible on any device with internet connectivity, Seek Then Speak is divided into two key functions, Seek and Speak. It's very normal for survivors to have a lot of questions in the aftermath of sexual violence, and it can be difficult, if not impossible, to make informed decisions about what happens next without first finding the answers to those questions. Seek provides critical information on a survivor's options and support services, including crime victims' rights, victim advocacy, medical and forensic care, and reporting to police. Emphasis is placed on answering the real-world questions survivors are likely to have about these options. How do I find an advocate? What is a forensic exam? And will I have to pay for it? Can I bring my friend with me to file a report? An additional section of Seek is specifically designed for support people, providing concrete tips for how to respond to the survivors in their life. The other side of the website is Speak, a trauma-informed, self-guided interview that allows survivors to begin the process of reporting to police if they choose. In Speak, the program walks a survivor through a series of questions crafted to reproduce the investigative interview conducted by a law enforcement officer who is well trained in the impacts of trauma. Prompts guide survivors through careful documentation of the evidence most critical to the investigation. In addition to the interview questions, Speak includes valuable information and support that every survivor deserves to have. They are told that they can provide as much or as little information as they choose. They are reminded that they can go at their own pace and take breaks anytime they need. The program also makes it clear that the survivor's well-being is the most important thing and that the assault was not their fault. At any point in the interview process, the survivor can choose to generate a report, which creates a PDF document for them to use in whatever way they choose. They can save the report on their own device or print it, which allows them the time they need to make the decision that is best for them. If a survivor decides to report the assault, they can provide the PDF report directly to law enforcement to begin the process of reporting. Survivors can also use it to help them to better understand what to expect from a possible meeting with an investigator.
The benefits of this program for survivors are clear. It can increase their access to information and support.
It can help them feel more comfortable and knowledgeable when engaging with the criminal justice system. Seek Then Speak gives control back to the survivor at a time when so much control has been taken away from them.
In addition to the program's ability to improve survivor experiences, Seek Then Speak can also be a valuable tool for professionals who respond to sexual assault victims. Law enforcement agencies can offer Seek Then Speak as an alternative reporting option to help reduce wait times and ensure that investigators are receiving detailed information about the crime in the survivor's own words. Detectives can then craft their interviews based on the information they received without asking a survivor to unnecessarily repeat traumatic details over and over again.
For example, the Seattle Police Department provides a specific email address where a survivor can send their report and make sure there is staff assigned to check the email regularly. A victim advocate follows up with the survivor to offer support and resources. By doing this, a survivor can be given the option to bypass patrol response and make a sexual assault report in a manner that is most comfortable for them.
Seek Then Speak is not intended to replace existing reporting and response procedures, but rather to enhance support for survivors and provide an alternative reporting option. Sexual assault forensic examiners and victim advocates can also use Seek Then Speak to support survivors. When working with a survivor who is uncertain about reporting or expresses discomfort with the traditional reporting process, an advocate or medical professional can use the program to shed much-needed light on what to expect from an investigation. Reviewing the tool with the survivor can help them understand why certain questions will be asked. It helps them gather their thoughts and memories ahead of time, lessening the stress and anxiety often associated with talking to police.
We all share the goal of improving the way our system responds to and supports survivors of sexual assault.
Seek Then Speak can play a vital role in these efforts by enhancing and expanding the options available to someone in the aftermath of violence. If your agency is interested in offering this innovative tool, please contact us.
Right now, Seek Then Speak Seattle is available to residents living in Seattle. However, if you are interested in learning more about Seek Then Speak outside of Seattle, please reach out to our national partners at End Violence Against Women International.